today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Geis with a carry on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, we said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead
and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
5-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 66 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL. Maybe
not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Here's Forsett. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Cardinals 0.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Forsett. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
on the ground, Forsett. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Forsyth. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a run with Forsyth. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. This one caught by Davis. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 43 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Haskins to throw it. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 3rd down, here's Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. This is 4th set. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will find Davis. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10, first down Arizona. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Medina. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
For a Washington.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start in the Northeast, an NFC East battle and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Darius Slayton, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, let's head off and check out a second game And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Ronald Jones, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. A running play now for Forsett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
They'll run with Forsett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The running back again.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
82.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Murray. And Davis with it left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 2.
Did you feel the effort all the way up here? He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Another carry for
nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Again, Forsett. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Haskins. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Is good. That ties the game 13-all.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. They stay on the ground. 4 set again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the...
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Isaiah Simmons there.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The drive begins with a run by Forsett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got it.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Forsett. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
For the running back. He's tackled at the 20.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Right there, 54, right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 24, Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Complete to number
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Murray.
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look into analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Complete to number 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A give, this is for Seth. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
They'll give it to Forsett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
He is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
So here's Haskins in the Washington offense.
Down 20-13, a minute 15 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. Haskins to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy